at Richard R. Flores Stadium between the visiting Juarez-Lincoln Huskies and the home team, the Edinburg Economedes Jaguars. Jaguars coming into this game with a 4-1 record as Juarez-Lincoln searches for their first win of the season under head coach Thomas Garcia. The Jaguars now running onto the field. You see them there on your screen. The sun is about to set here at Edinburg, Texas, in the valley to be exact. As they take their run onto the field, and here are the Huskies. Both teams having their spirit animal there on the tunnel as the Huskies take the field. And we're ready for some football here. Thursday night football in Edinburg, Texas in the RGV. And it doesn't get better than this. The team searching for their first win and a team looking for their second. Haven't been 1-0 or hasn't had a win since the first game of the season, which was Edinburg Economedes. They were able to squeeze by PSJ Southwest. As for the Huskies, no win on the schedule yet. Still 0-4. And we're ready to play some football here at Richard R. Flores Stadium. Once again, I'm Brandon Guzman on the call. Eduardo Guzman on the camera. And Thursday night lights are about to get underway very, very soon. It's going to be Juarez-Lincoln getting the ball first. Here on the opening kickoff, that only means one thing, that the Economedes Jaguars are going to have the ball in the second half. So I'm pretty sure they won the toss. They declined it. And that gives Juarez-Lincoln the ball first here in quarter number 1. Opening kickoff set to get underway. It is the kicker, number 2, Javier Medin. And he's going to skyrocket that one up into the air, going past the 30. Gets recovered quickly. As he's looking for a lane, he's going to make it back past the 30-yard line. That's number 88 on the carry or the return, Alexis Montalvo, the senior wide receiver. And it's going to be the Huskies on the ball first here at their own 32-yard line. That's where they're going to mark them. We're going to take 4 seconds off of the clock, and we're ready to go here at Richard R. Flores Stadium. 11:56. And at quarterback tonight is going to be, it's tough to see from up here. We're going to get the number for you quick, but it's a bad snap. He wasn't ready for it. He's going to fall in it quick. The Jaguars looking to get there. And they are going to have a huge play there, not going the Huskies' way to start it off. They go backwards on the first play of the game. Looks like number 10 is at quarterback right now. That's Jeremy Morales, if I am correct. He's going to hand it off quickly to his running back, stretching it out the left side, down their own team sideline. Tries to break free for a tackle, and he gains a first down there. That's number 21 on the carry, Luis Lozoya. A big carry there for the Huskies. Get them back on track as they lost a couple. It was a 2nd and long, and now here they are 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Clock is going to continue to run. We have lost a minute here. Snap taken, handoff back to Lozoya. Gets met up quickly at the defensive line. That's number 75 on the tackle there, getting a big stop. Pedro Martinez. The Jaguars searching for their second win of the season. And the Huskies off to a shaky start, able to recover back. They're looking for their first win of the season. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Last play did not gain a yard or an inch. Quarterback rolling out to the right-hand side, has a couple of blocks and a couple more as he makes it across midfield. That's actually number 18 at quarterback, Patrick Olivares. Olivares is the man behind the center tonight for the Huskies. As he comes off of the field, they're going to have two running backs or fullbacks in the backfield. It's number 44, Jaime Flores, and a Wildcat offense, I believe. Bad snap, but a whistle is blown. It's going to be a flag on the play as we're going to turn it over to the head official to figure out the call. It was a false start. So it was a false start there on the Huskies. It's going to send them back 5 yards, and Olivares comes back into the ball game to command the offense once more. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. They only needed 1 yard. It sets them back as Olivares rolls out to his left, doesn't have any blocks, and gets tackled quickly. Met by a couple of Jaguars. Leading the attack is number 42, Tim Plata. That brings up 4th and 9 for the Huskies, and the punter comes onto the field. It's number 34 punting tonight, Fernando Ortuno for the Huskies. Punt is away, a nice punt. Crosses fields, bounces at the 30. And they're going to call Peter. That means everybody's got to move out of the way. So now we're going to see the Economedes Jaguars on offense for the first time tonight, able to get a stop on their own, on enemy territory, in their own territory to be exact. And here they are on 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. At quarterback is going to be number 17, MJ Barrientos. Right now is Medellin, who takes the quarterback keeper to the right-hand side, straight towards us. And the flags start rolling in as we turn it over to the official. He can give the final call and the final say-so. Here he is. So that's a holding on the offense. That's number 72, Christian Robledo, who sets back the Jaguars 10 yards. And it brings them a 1st and 20 as they get a replay first down. It's going to be Medellin back at quarterback once again. Same plate, but this time it's to the left. Not enough blocks as the Huskies are there for it. I believe that's number 14 on the tackle. Actually, number 44, Jaime Flores, is there for the tackle. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 17 here with 7:20 left to play here in quarter number 1. It's just going to be a handoff down the middle. The running back takes it past the original line of scrimmage. That's number 21 on the carry for the Economedes Jaguars, Jose Lozoya. And that brings up a 3rd and 9 here for Economedes. They need a first down to keep the drive alive. Medina's still at quarterback. Actually, it is Barrientos who gets another handoff down the middle, and that goes maybe short 7. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 7 from up here, looks like to me. And now the punt unit for the Jaguars is coming onto the team. It's going to be Medina. He does it all. He kicks it. He punts it. He can play quarterback. He can play running back. He can play receiver, safety. He is their wild card here in this one. As it's a nice punt. It rolls down past the 30, past the 20, and they're going to be recovering it at about the 18-yard line. And that's where the Huskies are going to start drive number 2 on offense, led by number 18, Patrick Olivares. Olivares looking for a touchdown drive. What did not go their way the first snap, to be exact. Here we are, Olivares in the shotgun position, even set. He's going to keep it for himself down the middle. He's going to get swallowed up, but not after getting a nice chunk of yardage. He's going to make it past to the 21-yard line, a nice little gain of 3 yards, maybe 4. Let's see what the official spot is. It's going to be a 2nd and 7 here in their own territory, backed up. Olivares motions out his running back, and he's going to have a QB keeper to the left, our way, and he gets shoelace tackled from the back. That's number 34 on the tackle for the Jaguars. Antonio Gonzalez gets the tackle there, stopping Olivares in his tracks after he gains a couple of yards. I'm going to call it a gain of 5. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 now for the Huskies. We're getting close to being under 5 minutes. Same play, motion out the running back, and the flag comes. Here's the official on the call, the final say-so. So they're going to lose all those 5 yards Olivares just gained. Is going to send him back to a 3rd and 8. He rolls out to the right, finds the receiver down the middle on the bootleg, and he's going to have a nice little gain of yardage. Probably not enough to get back to a first down marker. It's going to bring up a 4th down. It just depends where the official spots him. I believe that was number 89 on the reception, or number 88, Alexis Montalvo. And it's going to be a 4th and 1 with 4:27. And it's going to be a punt there for the Huskies. High snap, able to recover. He gets it away. It's going to take a bounce, and the Huskies got to land on it just to get it back. And it's going to be a very iffy call. See what the official calls it. He's giving it to Economedes, as the Huskies had an opportunity to jump on the ball, get great field position, almost getting past the 50, and it just didn't bounce in their favor. The ball's going back to Economedes. They're going to have great field position to start, to be exact. They're going to be starting in enemy territory at the Huskies' 41-yard line. It's going to be 4:16 left to play here in quarter number 1 as the sun starts to set. The Jaguars are on the field with their second drive. Looking for a spark by QB MJ Barrientos. He's going to hand it off to the left-hand side, back to Lozoya as he bounces like a pinball and tries to fall forward for a first down. We'll see if it's enough. He might be short a couple, and he, yes, indeed is. He's short 1 yard. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 1 for the Jaguars. Barrientos once again, handoff down the middle to Lozoya, spins out of it, and not enough speed to get out of the tackle or out of the vicinity. It's going to be Pedro Rodriguez on the tackle there. The junior defensive back for the Huskies. The safety coming down, making a play as we head to about 3:30 here in quarter number 1. Each team has had the ball twice. Matter of fact, this is their 2nd time for the Jaguars. Barrientos hands it back off to Lozoya, bouncing it to the left-hand side, and gets tackled up by a couple of Huskies. The gang is all there for the tackle. After gaining about 5 yards, it's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for Economedes. Under first-year head coach Sean Vandermergel, he made his way from Edinburg Vela. He was offensive coordinator there, and here he is now. As for the Huskies, they're under coach Thomas Garcia. They didn't compete last season. But we have a couple of players to watch on the defensive side. It's going to be Jaime Flores. We mentioned his name already once, as Torres goes for a nice little gain of tackle, trying to maneuver his way through the defense. And he gets a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line for Economedes. Clock is going to continue to roll. Also, Juan Gutierrez, he's going to be on the defensive line, accompanied by Joan Nieto. That's a defensive line, defensive end, and defensive tackle, those last 2 names that were mentioned. As he hands it back off to Torres, he's going to get swallowed up quickly. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2. We're going to call it a 2nd and 9 here for Economedes as we head under 2 minutes. No 2-minute warning here in high school. And they are knocking on the door as they are inside the 15 now. Need to get to the 5-yard line for a new set of downs. It's going to be Lozoya with the handoff, taking it to the left-hand side, and out of bounds he goes as the official signals to continue the clock. As the contact was made before, he got pushed out of bounds. So that last play went nowhere. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for Economedes. Pistol formation. Barrientos hands it back off. It's Torres who tries to find a hole. Gets met up at about the 7-8 yard line. It's going to be a 4th down. We'll see if the field goal unit comes out or if they leave their offense on the field. In a game like this, where it's winner takes all, why not risk it? I mean, we're early in the game, and here comes the unit. It's going to be a 4th and 2 as we head under 20 seconds. And the timeout gets called by Economedes. With 20 seconds left, we'll be back here. We're going to take a break as well here on Real Sports Live.
The award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And Luke Freeman Motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, Same great cars and trucks, and these great white events. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
And we're back here after the timeout taken by Economedes. It's going to be the Jaguars attempting a field goal. As that is no good, wide left. And we stay scoreless here in quarter number 1. And knocked off 2 seconds down to 18 on the scoreboard. And the Huskies now have some sort of motivation to go out and drive and pound the ball down. Here they might get about 1 play, maybe 2, and then we'll be headed to the second quarter. Time will tell very, very soon.
Set at the right hash, 1st and 10 for Juarez-Lincoln. Ball being set at the 8-yard line. 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
18 seconds left, and they're trying to find the original or the right spot for the ball here. As they're going to move them all the way back to the 20-yard line. That's where Juarez-Lincoln is going to start their drive. And now the officials running onto the field to have a quick meeting. We'll see what they're going to talk about here in this one. Players to watch on the offensive side for Juarez-Lincoln. Wide receiver linebacker, we already mentioned him, Jaime Flores. As well as junior receiver Milton Gomez and sophomore receiver Alexis Montalvo. Montalvo already has a catch here in this one. Looking to have himself a game. The snap taken, the handoff, and the big hit coming from the Jaguars. It's going to set us down to 0-5 on the clock.
On the carry, he's brought down by.
And a nice 4-yard gain. It's going to have them switch fields here at Richard R. Flores Stadium as we head to quarter number 2. 12 minutes on the clock. We'll be right back here after this on Real Sports Live.
You're watching Real Sports Live.
And we are back. We're still looking for the first play of the game. Not many big plays in quarter number 1 except the fumble by the Jaguars that almost went to the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies. So here we are, quarter number 2, 12 minutes on the clock. And we'll be at halftime before you know it. First quarter went by pretty quick. As the handoff goes down to the running back, that's number 21 in the carry, Luis Lozoya. Both teams have their own Lozoyas in the backfield. Economedes is spelled with a Z, Juarez-Lincoln is spelled with an S. A little fun fact there, if any one of you are interested to know. That's going to be a 3rd and 3 now. First play happened at the end of the first quarter. And here we are, the official on the false start. We're going to figure out who it is. So we have a false start. It's going to be 5 yards back. It's going to be 3rd and 8 with 11:12 to play. And a timeout taken, and we're going to take one alongside with them. We'll be right back here on Real Sports Live in just a bit.
University, Kingsville. We are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And here we are back after the timeout taken by Juarez-Lincoln. It brings up a 3rd and 8. They were at 3rd and 3. A false start set them back 5 yards. So here we are now. 11:12 as the sun sets. You see it in the background. It just gets darker and darker. It's going to be a quarterback keeper down the middle. Number 14 on the carry, Diego Castillo, or Costilla, excuse me. Costilla is not going to go anywhere. That was, a matter of fact, Jaime Flores, number 44, one of our players to watch in our Real Sports Live Football Preview Magazine. If you haven't got your hands on one yet, ladies and gentlemen, you need to find a way to get one because these things are the football Bible of the RGV. As it's going to be Juarez-Lincoln to put it away here for the 3rd time tonight. We already mentioned the players to watch on the Juarez-Lincoln side, and it's going to be Medellin, actually, matter of fact. Jose Arredondo back to receive, making a couple defenders miss, trying to spin out of it as he makes it all the way across midfield, and the flag comes in from the side of your screen. We're going to get the official calling right now, and here just a bit. Here's the official.
Look in the back, receiving team, number 65. 10-yard penalty from the bottom of the foul. First down.
With a block in the back, a personal foul sets him back 15 yards. So all that for nothing. He's going to be back to where he first received the punt at the 45-yard line. And the Jaguars now have to travel southbound to get to the south end zone if they want to take a lead here in this one. It's going to be 10:22 on the clock. As Barrientos takes the snap, the handoff to the right-hand side. Looked like a face mask from up here, and the official did not see anything down low. So we're going to keep it at that. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 now for the Jaguars. Barrientos still at QB. Stretch play to the right to Medellin as he gets swallowed up quickly. A nice tackle for loss. Open field tackle there for the Huskies. That looks like number 42 from up here. Ivan Cavazos, the defensive back, shot in quickly, got the tackle. And now the Jaguars are faced with a 3rd and 10. Here's our players to watch on our Real Sports Live fan preview, football preview. We have junior wide receiver Ethan Barron, junior receiver JC Balderas, senior running back Jonathan Drubacalva. And those are your players to watch on the offensive side. None of them have gotten the ball yet. Medellin is in, or Barrientos, excuse me, as a nice comeback goes way over the head of his receiver, out of bounds, as the clock stops with 8:57 and a 4th and 10 as the punting unit comes onto the field. Players to watch now for the Jaguars still on the defensive side. We're going to switch it over. Is Josue Arredondo, Timothy Plata, and junior defensive back Roy Salinas. That's our football preview players to watch here for the RGV, or for these two teams. As a matter of fact, we do have several teams as well as the ball rolls all the way down to the 11-yard line. And a nice play there by the special teams of the Jaguars. Pin them deep in their own territory. This is going to be a 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line for the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies. Not the way they wanted to start drive number 3, but that is what they are given to work with. Still 0-0. Each team has had the ball for a while already. It's going to be a handoff down on the receiver. Jet sweep as he gets swallowed up quickly behind the line of scrimmage. Number 29 on the carry, Jaime Garcia, the running back for the Huskies. Goes for a loss of 5, and a nice play there by Economedes. Sets them back 5 more yards. Almost inside their own 5 at the 6 to be exact. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, please let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout out. We will give you a shout out personally. We can know where our fans are watching from all around. Another handoff down the middle to the running back, trying to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's just a yard short as that goes for 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. As we head under 8 minutes, they make it back to their own 9-yard line. A 3rd and 12 to be exact. We'll see what play the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies have up their sleeve on a 3rd and 12 backed up at their own 9-yard line. It's going to be Olivares dropping back to pass, trying to take it for himself and gets swallowed up quickly. Number 42 on the tackle there, Tim Plata, one of our players to watch. You just saw him right there making a huge tackle for his Jaguars. Now letting Olivares escape the pocket, and the punting unit comes back on the field for the Huskies. Fernando Ortuno is going to be back to get the punt and to get it away back to the Jaguars. Looking for a score here just before we go into halftime. Nothing yet on the board from these two teams. Still a 0-0 ball game. As the punt goes, it's going to be recovered, almost fumbled, but he was able to get a good grip on it. Josue Arredondo. It's the ball there. And the Jaguars are spotted at the Huskies' 32-yard line. Still 0-0. The Jaguars looking for a score. Motioning over his fullback is Barrientos. The handoff to the running back, a fumble, bad snap, but the Huskies are there for it. That was Medina on the handoff, and on the tackle was number 8, I believe, Nick Moreno, the linebacker, senior linebacker. Making a nice tackle there. Is going to knock him back. 6:10 left to play here in quarter number 2. And the Jaguars made it back to the original line of scrimmage gracefully. And here they are with a 2nd and 12. It's going to be another handoff, this time to their running back. It looks like Lozoya has the carry there, and he's going to make it back past the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a 3-yard carry on that. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Barrientos Motions his tight end for an extra block for Lozoya down the right side. He's going to make it well past the first down as the Jaguars keep the drive alive. It stops the clock with 5:06 as they move the chains down. The ball is going to be spotted at the 19-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Economedes. Same play, same side. Huskies are there for it after a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. For Economedes, the Jaguars keeping the drive alive little by little. They're chewing away the yards, and the Huskies are just giving it up. And they have made it all the way down to the opposite 15-yard line in Husky territory. Same formation, same motion. We're looking for the same play to the right-hand side, and here it comes. Lozoya takes it, has a hole, has a couple blocks to come along with it as the Huskies and the Jaguars are fighting for extra yards. Looks like it might be enough for a 1st down, and it is. Actually short. No, it is a 1st down, a 1st and 10, and it will be 1st and goal from here on out. 9 yards to go. They're able to chew away little by little, 5 yards at a time, 4 yards at a time. They might break a big run for about 7 or 10 yards, but here they are right now. 1st and goal with 9 yards to go, 3:44 left to play in quarter number 1. The Jaguars looking to be the first team to be on the board as we have a timeout called by Economedes coach Sean Vandermerger. Wants to talk about what he has up his sleeve before he takes on the 1st and goal situations. We'll be right back here on Real Sports Live after this.
See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Heart of the South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Here we are back. Economedes breaking the huddle, looking for something to go their way. As the handoff goes to Medin, tries to reverse fields, looking for a block from his quarterback. Going backwards, and he gets tackled way well behind the line of scrimmage, going back to the 14-yard line. And not a good play there, trying to reverse fields. Just get what you can get, go north and south, not east and west. And there's the exact definition of why coaches want you to run downhill and not side to side. It's because of that situation. They lost 5 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. And they need a touchdown or a field goal. Is how this drive is going to end. Only time will tell. We're about to hit under 3 minutes in this one. Handoff down the middle, back to Lozoya, making it look easy with his blocking by his offensive line. As that goes all the way down to the 6-yard line, and here we are, back to the original line of scrimmage, +3. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 for the Jaguars. Fans on both sides. There's a camera shaking because of the Juarez-Lincoln fans trying to control it as much as we can. Barriento's going to hand it off to Lozoya. Breaks one tackle and tries to get the extra effort to get in there. He's going to be spotted at the 3-yard line.
handoff to Losoya.
As we have hit under 2 minutes here. No 2-minute warning in high school as mentioned before, so we're going to let the time roll through. Both bands already on the field looking for their halftime show. Another fun fact, it is the homecoming for Economedes Jaguars. So we do have everyone all dressed up nice and spiffy in the opposite end zone. We're going to try and get a nice view of them in just a bit. But it's going to be a 4th and 3 with 3 yards to go. Offense look to be on the field. And the timeout is going to get called by Juarez-Lincoln. And we're going to take one alongside with them. We'll be right back here with 4th and 3 for the Jaguars here on Real Sports Live.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here at Fruya, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And here we are back after the break. It's a 4th and 3, and the offense for the Jaguars are on the field. And the fans for the Huskies bringing full effect as the camera shakes like there's an earthquake. The handoff, Barrientos takes it for himself, and he cruises into the end zone for 6. The Jaguars on the board first here very, very late in quarter number 2, just before the half. We have a minute 22, and we're going to see what the Huskies can put together. A 2-minute drive. They have 1 timeout. It all depends on the spot of the ball where they're going to be going next.
He's snapping on the extra point, number 54, Saul Garcia. Javier Medellin attempting the extra point in the hole of Ethan Baron.
And the extra point is no good, wide right, and we're going to stay at 6. 6-0 is the score. Economedes on the board first, 122 Huskies. They have time to put a drive together with 1 timeout. We'll see if they can do just that after this on Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Edinburg, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland. And we are back here on Real Sports Live. 1:22 left to play. Economedes is going to be kicking it off after scoring a touchdown. It was the quarterback, MJ Barrientos, cruising in by himself. Opened up the Red Sea, the offensive lineman, and Medellin kicks it off. It's going to be a nice little skyrocket kick down to about the 27-28. And that's where the Huskies are going to start their next drive. 2 seconds will be shaved off of the clock, and the Huskies, led by quarterback Patrick Olivares, have an opportunity to score at least 3. At this point, is anybody's ball game, just because the Jaguars scored first, have been more efficient on offense. Doesn't mean the Huskies don't have a chance in this one. We're about to go to halftime, 6-0, and the Jaguars they need another stop here, and they've been stopping the Huskies on offense in their last couple of drives. We'll see if they can do it here in the most important drive of the game so far. Olivares takes the snap, the handoff down the middle to his running back. That's Luis Losoya. Losoya gets his own carry from the Huskies side. That's going to go for a nice chunk of yardage, maybe 4 yards. It's a win in most coaches' playbooks. And previously playing football, knowing that coaches always preach and they say 4 yards is a win on a play. You get 4 yards on the first play, it's a first or 2nd and 6. You get 4 yards on the next play, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. And that's where we're at right now, a 2nd and 6. Another handoff down to Lozoya, gets swallowed up quickly, but he's able to escape it as he makes it all the way down to the 36-yard line. No timeout has been called yet. We are under 40 seconds as the timeout gets called by Economedes. And what did I just say? I called it. 4 yards on the first play brings up a 2nd and 6. 4 yards on the next play, another win. Back-to-back wins for the Huskies. It brings up a 3rd and 2 and another 4 yards. And they only need 2 for a first down. They keep the drive alive. But they got 27 seconds left here in quarter number 2. They need a Hail Mary. They need a prayer to come alongside with it. Not much going on here in the first quarter, the first and the second quarter. We will be tuning in. We'll be bringing you a little halftime show on what both teams can correct, what they need to correct, what they can do differently. That's going to run for maybe about 2 minutes. So stay tuned midway, about 15 minutes into the halftime. There's about 15 minutes left just before the action resumes. That's what we're going to be talking about. We also have the band showing. We have the homecoming for Economedes. A quick show for the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies because they got to do all the homecoming stuff, the festivities and halftime, the king, the queen, the prince, the princess, and so on. It's going to be a QB kneel for Olivares. And that should be enough to take us to halftime. We'll see if that is the case. It looks like both teams are headed back to the locker rooms. And we are here for the halftime. The Jaguars lead 6-0. Not much going for both of these teams. Jaguars fortunate enough to get a good stop and a good spot on their last drive. They didn't have to go so far. And they got in the end zone for 6. We'll be back here in a couple of minutes. 28 minutes on the clock for the halftime. And we'll be joining you back at about the 12 minute mark for our little halftime show. Here on Real Sports Live, we're going to have updates, what both teams can do differently, updates, halftimes around the RGV of the games that we are covering. Not many games covering tonight. We do have Mission Veterans Memorial in Sherryland, as well as Marine Military Academy is facing La Villa. And, of course, this game here tonight. So about 3 games on our slate. And we're going to be talking about all those 3 coming up at the halftime show here on Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Vida, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Roldo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We are those Red Nose Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And Luke for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Luke for your motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Edinburg, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
We are those Red Nose Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlem South Lady Hawks and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles.
So here we are back, Real Sports Live, with a halftime show, halftime update. Does not look like Juarez-Lincoln is going to have an opportunity. Well, they already had their band opportunity, so here we are with the Economedes halftime show. They have the heart on the field. That's what the band is in shape of. Their formation is in the shape of a heart. They have their homecoming right now. You see the little red carpet laid out. They have their signs. They have people getting ready to hand stuff out, but we're not worried about all that. We're worried about football here in the RGV, Thursday night football. Only two other games going on around our area that we are covering ourselves. It is 7-7 down at Sherryland, Texas. The Mission Veterans Memorial Patriots are taking on the Sherryland Rattlers, and they're tied up. About to head to halftime in a couple of minutes, as we are about to head to the third quarter in a couple of minutes. Other game going on, we have Marine Military Academy and La Villa. It's 19-7. La Villa's up right now. Second quarter with 48 seconds. It's about to be through. So those are our games going on right now, right around the RGV. We do have one in the Coastal Bend area. We have Corpus Christi Moody, Corpus Christi Carroll as well. That game is going on. We have about 7 minutes left in the third quarter there. It's 14-0. Moody's over Carroll, leading in that one. So not much going on here on Thursday night, but tomorrow, oh man, a handful full of games. And it's going to be a good one as well. It's on tomorrow night's slate. We're going to read those to you in a couple of minutes, but we're going to talk about what's going on with these two teams, the Jaguars and the Huskies. Only 6 points make up from both of the teams, and it's a touchdown from Barrientos, the quarterback for Economedes. He ran it up right down the middle for himself. His lineman parted the Red Sea, and here we are, 6-0 is the score. As for the Huskies, not much going on their offensive side. They can't move the ball and they can't keep the drive alive. It's about a first down and then another first down, and that's it. They're going to punt the ball away. Sometimes it's just a first down, 3-4 plays, and then boom, the ball gets sent back to the Jaguars. So not much going on for them. They need to pick up the pace offensively. Defensively, if they can keep the Jaguars on a long field and not a short field, I believe they can hold them there. I don't think Jaguars will score. I mean, both teams are making adjustments there at the half, so we're going to see what they come out with differently, what we see differently offensively and defensively. But I do believe that the Huskies need to get the offense rolling. Defense does win championships, but they can only take them so far. Scoring points on the board more than the other team decides the ultimate winner. So we're going to see what the Huskies can do on offense differently, and what the Jaguars can do differently on offense and defense as well for both of these teams. That's just a little quick halftime update with scores around the RGV. We do have games going on tomorrow, Friday, the 1st of October. Today's the last day of September, so we can say goodbye to that and say hello to the spooky season. We have Raymondville at Port Isabel. All these games are starting at 7:30 except one of them. We have Raymondville at Port Isabel, 7:30. Harlingen versus Harlingen South, the Bird Bowl. That's going to be down in Harlingen. You don't want to miss that one. We're going to have it live for you, just in case you're not able to make the game. We have San Benito at Brownsville Hanna. That's set to start at 7:30 at Sam Stadium. Brentwood at Brownsville St. Joseph. That's going to start at 6 p.m. Edcal Chelsea at Mercedes. That's starting at 7:30. Edinburg versus Edinburg Vela. That's going to be happening here at Richard R. Flores Stadium tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. We do have Donna North traveling to Los Fresnos. Kickoff at 7:30. Lyford at Corpus Christi, London. And PSJ High School at Mission. That's going to be played at Hidalgo due to Mission's field conditions. They're not able to play, reconstruction, all that jazz. And our last game on the schedule is Taft versus Odom. That's scheduled to start at 7:30. So if you don't see our game on Facebook or YouTube, it's going to be on either one of them. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good one as well. A good slate of Friday night football, and here we are on Thursday night football. We'll be back in about 7 minutes or so with the second half here at Richard R. Flores Stadium. So stay tuned, stay with us, because you don't want to miss it.
Houston and San Benito is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Edinburg Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We are those Fresno Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And Luke for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Luke for your motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Edinburg, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
And here we are back, Real Sports Live. Just getting over halftime. Should have been a long time ago, but the Jaguars band is still there. Everyone else for homecomings being escorted off, so momentarily we will be back with you. Hang tight. We are not going to go anywhere else as we are going to conclude this football game. Jaguars still lead 6-0. The score. The band about to make their way off of the field. So we'll be back in a bit here with you on Real Sports Live in just a bit.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi.
And we are finally back here with the kickoff. Second half about to get underway here. Both teams about to make their way to the field. They're the Huskies. They're going to be the kickoff team. It's going to be number 81 getting ready to kick it off for them. Benito Torres has not seen much action tonight. That's his first time we announce his name. And the first time he enters the field of play just before during the game. He was on the field, of course, for pregame, getting warmed up and all. Here we are. A 6-0 ball game as the Jaguars were on the board first. And they did not give much time to the Huskies to get this kicked off. And here we are. Torres gets it out and is fielded down at the 15-yard line. It's Medin with the kickoff return. Tries to make a couple of defenders miss as he goes out of bounds at about the 47-yard line, and that's where he's going to be spotted with 11:52 on the clock. It's going to be Medin handing it off to Lozoya, who takes a nice carry down the middle across midfield, 1 yard shy of the first down. It's going to bring up a couple yards shy. We're looking at the wrong player as one of the linemen who lunged forward. He's going to be 3 yards shy of the first down. A nice 7-yard carry. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Jaguars. Economedes now with a second and 3, 7-yard gain on that last one. In Husky territory at the Huskies' 46-yard line. Medin, first pass of the game to Barrientos to Medin. And that's going to fall incomplete. It's going to stop the clock with 4 ones on the board. 11-11, 11-11. 1-1-1-1. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3 now for the Jaguars. Going to see what the Huskies have in store. As they need a defensive stop, it will go a long way here if they can get just that. They got to convert on offense as well. That's one thing we mentioned at the halftime. They got to come out with something different on offense. A motion to the left, a handoff down to Lozoya. That's more than 3 yards as he goes and keeps chugging forward for more. Eventually getting brought down, number 23 on the tackle, John Wilson for the Jaguars. That's going to take us past 11 minutes as that goes out of bounds. Stopping the clock quickly to move the chains, and it continues. 10:40. Jaguars breaking the huddle, leading 6-0. Motioning over to the right, blitz coming from the left. Lozoya able to avoid all that mess as he takes it for a nice gain once again. It looks like a gain of 6 or 7. Let's see who the official spot will be. It's actually a gain of 8. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 2. Nice play there by Lozoya. Bringing up a 2nd and 2. Handoff from Barrientos to Brandon Torres. This time puts a shoulder down, chugs the legs, but he is met quickly by Ivan Cavazos. But enough for a first down. We're going to keep the chains moving, and the Jaguars come out with a run game, and it's been showing, and it's been successful for them for this first drive coming out of halftime. Taking 3 minutes off of the clock. Here we are down to 9:15 and counting. It's going to be Medin on the jet sweep from the right to the left. Needs a couple defenders to pass by, and he's going to be spotted out of bounds. A nice carry right there for the Jaguars. That's Medina on the carry. He's going to be 9:07 on the clock. He's going to be spotted all the way down, but a flag is going to be thrown the play. Here's the official.
Illegal formation. Offense. 5 in the backfield. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
So they're going to repeat first down. It's going to be an illegal formation. 5 men in the backfield. Just can't do that. It's going to bring up a 1st and 15 for Economedes as they're pushed back. A nice play, a nice jet sweep from Medin. Wasn't able to get him. Wasn't able to get it to count. That's what I was going to say. So here we are. 1st and 15, back at their own 35. Barrientos hands it off down to Torres, carrying him the whole way. He's going to keep it for himself as he falls forward, trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll see what the final spot is. Looks like he's going to be gaining 1. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 here with 8:20. Huskies looking for a stop. They need one desperately, as the Jaguars are about to make their way into the red zone. They're currently at the Huskies 26, but we have a timeout called by the Economedes. So we're going to take one as well here on Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this. Jaguars lead 6-0.
New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We are those Red Zone Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos, crecemos juntos, triunfamos juntos, nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Here we are back after the timeout. 8 minutes to be exact on the clock for the Jaguars as they take the snap. Down is Torres, who gets it, keeps chugging those legs. Huskies look to strip it. There's going to be a nice chunk of yardage on the gain there for the Jaguars. They're going to be now faced with a 3rd and 2. A nice little 8-yard gain. That was actually Medina on the carry for Economedes. 3rd and 2. Barrientos motions his man. Down in the backfield is Lozoya. Makes a couple defenders miss. Does he have the 2 yards? We're going to find out very, very soon. Looks like he might be short. And he's just barely going to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 4th and 2. We'll see if the punting unit comes, or the extra point field goal unit comes onto the field. They missed a field goal earlier. That was about a 20-yarder. This might be about a 30-something yard field goal. They missed the extra point. So Coach Sean Vandenbergel keeps his offense on the field for 2 yards is all they need to gain. And it looks like the Huskies are bringing the pressure. Barrientos hands off to the right, cutting it inside is Lozoya, and a huge stop there on 4th down as the Huskies take over. A defensive stop is what they needed, and they got it. 6:26, you see the camera shaking like we had a 6.2 earthquake. That's not the case. That's the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies fans shaking the stands where our camera guy is sitting. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Huskies here at their own 19-yard line. They have 6:26 on the clock, 6:25 to be exact, as they're going to start their first drive of the 2nd half. It's quarterback Patrick Olivares motioning out his receiver. Last time he did that, there you go, now a motion, jet sweep, fumble on the ground, picking it up quickly as he recovers that. He's going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Might be a loss of 1. We're going to call it a 2nd and 10. So actually it was a loss of 1. It's going to be a 2nd and 11 as we make it past or under 6 minutes. Huskies have the ball, looking for the screen play, going nowhere. Olivares is running for his life as he runs backwards, does not get rid of the football. And it's going to be a huge loss there as the clock continues to roll under 5:30 now. It's going to be a 3rd and forever. So 3rd and 21. 21 yards needed to gain here for Juarez-Lincoln to continue their drive. See if they can do that. Only have a 3rd down play to do it. If not, the punting unit's going to enter the field. Here we are. Handoff down the middle just to give the punter some breathing room from the end zone as he keeps chugging those legs. He's going to make it past the original line of scrimmage. A nice carry right there by number 10, Jeremy Morales. But it's going to be a 3rd down stop, a 3 and out for the Huskies. That was actually a fake punt, I believe. Didn't look like it from up here, but that is the case. That's going to be the Jaguars now taking it over with 4:56. The man in motion, Medin. They're going to go back to that same play that got him down 5 yards into the end zone, or to the end zone, as he takes it once again, cruising down the left-hand side, making defenders miss left and right, north and south. It's going to be a touchdown for the Jaguars as they get in the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. Looks like the extra point unit's going to come on. They trust and they believe in him to make it this time. Here is the replay. There's Medin with the carry. Makes one defender miss. Another. 2. Juking it back inside, taking it back out, and he is in the end zone for 6. And here's the extra point. That is going to be Javier Medin attempting the extra point for the Jaguars. Kick is up, down the middle, and it is good. 13-0 is a score. Jaguars lead the kickoff after this here on Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And Luke for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Luke for your motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And we are back here after the touchdown extra point by Economedes. It puts them at 13-2-0 with 4:46 left to play here in quarter number 3. The second half, there's Medellin with the skyrocket pooch kick. Fair caught down at the 29-yard line. And that's where the Huskies are going to start drive number 2. They tried going for it on 4th down. They were backed up. Did not convert it. And that gave the Jaguars good field position to score a touchdown there by Medellin. Javier Medellin to be exact. He was the one on the jet sweep touchdown. And this is where we're at. 4:46 in the third quarter. Jaguars lead 13-0, and the Huskies now with their second drive of the game on the board now, or on the screen on the field. The offense led by quarterback Patrick Olivares. Olivares hands it off, and the Jaguars defense is there for it with a quick stop. It's going to be a 2nd and 11, a loss of 2. 4:13 as the clock continues to roll. Olivares rolling out to his left-hand side, has a receiver in the flats and gets tackled quickly. On the reception was number 10, Jeremy Morales, but on the tackle who was there for it was Rolando Moreno, number 27, the linebacker, senior linebacker, making a highlight play there.
Left hash, 28-yard line, 3rd and 11 for the Huskies.
That is where we're at. A 3rd and 11. The last play went nowhere. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 3:30 and counting here in quarter number 3. Olivares dropping back to pass. Has a receiver deep, and that is just too far in front of him as that pass goes incomplete. Throwing it in triple coverage. The punting unit's coming back onto the field for Juarez-Lincoln. Not much going their way on offense here to start the third quarter. We'll see if anything changes soon. Punt is away, fair caught down at the 41-yard line, and that's where Economedes is going to start their third drive of the half of the third quarter, to be exact. .27 here in quarter number 3, 1st and 10 for the Jaguars at their own 41-yard line. Another jet sweep motion from Medellin. The handoff as he takes it, bounces it back outside. A block isn't there. As Lozoya wasn't able to pick up a block, it probably could have gone for a first down or more. And that puts them at a 2nd and 9. They gained 1 on that last play. Not going the way they wanted it to go. Going to be a 2nd and 9 with 3 minutes left to play here. 6 seconds on the play clock to snap the ball. And Barrientos taking his sweet time, gets it off with 1 second. Stretch play to the right to Lozoya. Tries to cut it back in, but they're there for it. That's Jaime Flores on the tackle. Almost a fumble, but he was already marked down by contact. Clock continues to roll. 1:50 now. Another handoff down to Lozoya. 3rd down handoff with 9 yards to go. He's going to make it down for about a gain of 3. That's going to bring up a 4th and 6. And the Jaguars punting unit comes onto the field. They lead 13-0 as the Huskies look for an offensive spark. Has not found one all game yet. Remember their first snap of the game, it was almost a fumble. Able to recover it quickly was Olivares. So that puts us here. The punt by Medina is not so high, it's slow. Takes a Jaguar bounce, trying to get there before it gets into the end zone. And they touched it down at the 1-yard line. They're actually going to call it a touchback. Not able to get the ball down the way at the 1, the way they wanted it to, but nonetheless, it is a good snap. It was a good punt, and it was a good special teams play. Caught slacking just a bit. Didn't think the ball was going to roll that far, and there it is. Touchback for the Jaguars, and the Huskies now have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Looking for something to happen on the offense. We're going to keep mentioning it until it does. They're going to have a flag on the play. And lightning strikes from the north side come in, not too close to the stadium to where they have to call the game. And a timeout gets called by Juarez-Lincoln. We'll be back after this here on Real Sports Live.
Here.
Quick commercial break, and we are back now. Huskies on the field. Looking for an offensive drive to get going. It's a 1st and 10. They had a flag called on them. That flag went absolutely nowhere, so they just waved it off. They're starting at their own 20 with 55 left. The motion out from the running back. Olivares is going to power it to the right-hand side. The Jaguars are there for it. Going backwards, losing about 2 yards on down when it's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Loss of 2. Olivares rolling out to the right-hand side. A fumble, not able to jump back on it. We'll see which way it goes. They're fighting for it down on the pile And the officials are going to signal it to the Jaguars as they get a huge stop there with 9 seconds left to play in the third quarter. The Jaguars defense comes up big. As we take a look at the replay just before they enter the field. There's Olivares. He's scrambling out and the pressure coming. That's number 10, Raul Montemayor, causing the pressure, causing the fumble, and his teammates jumping on it. There's the official signaling it to the right, or to the north side. That means Economedes ball. It's going to be a handoff down to Medin, down the left-hand side, trying to bounce it in and out as he gets stopped at the 2-yard line. It looks like it's going to take us down to the fourth quarter. That last play. 4's up on the Jaguars side. On the stands, the Jaguars have their 4s up as well. The fans have it up. That takes us to the fourth quarter here with 12 minutes back on the clock, and the final victor will be decided of tonight's game after this. Again, not much going on for the Huskies tonight as they try to find a spark on offense. They haven't found it yet. They're soul searching right now. Economedes has the ball with a 2nd and 2 in the fourth quarter. 12 minutes going to start right after the officials, or right after they snap the ball. That's when the 12 minutes starts. Two yards to go. We'll see who scores for the Jaguars. Handoff down to Medin. And Barrientos keeps it for himself on the read option. And he cruises in for 6 more. Second touchdown of the game for MJ Barrientos as he just makes it look easy. Down in the goal line, a read option is always going to work on the defensive line. Nobody ever knows who's going to get it. And you see it work there. Here's the replay. Barrientos takes it in for himself. We are back as Medin attempts the extra points coming up next. The kick is no good, goes wide right once again. Here we are, 19-0 the score. .56 on the clock in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff after this here on Real Sports Live.
Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
And that brings us back here. Huskies eager to be on the field, eager to get back on offense. They're on the field first with the kickoff return unit. And here come the Jaguars kickoff team. It's going to be number 6 kicking off, Ulises Zuniga. Zuniga is going to be the one kicking it off for the first time tonight. It's usually Javier Medin who does it. And the kick is up and away. A nice kick as it bounces at the 20, gets fielded at about the 20-yard line, but it looks like Economedes jumped on it. We'll see what the official says. It's going back to the Huskies, and it stays with the Huskies. 11:53 on the board. Economedes almost having another turnover, and the whole game would have swung in their direction. All the momentum, all the spirits would have been lifted and out the door for the Huskies, but they still have life. 11:53, a lot of football to be played. They're down 3 scores. That doesn't change a thing. Anything can happen. They just need to get the offense rolling. Screenplay hasn't worked for them. They tried every play in the book. A handoff to the right, a quarterback keeper. They have not passed the ball much tonight. The last time they passed it, it went incomplete, and the punt unit came back on. That was just this last drive. So here we are. We'll see what they do next. Another handoff down the middle to Lozoya. There, Lozoya. As he takes it for a nice 10-yard gain. It's going to move the chains.
Running to the right side of the field. He's brought down by Raul Montemayor and Josh.
Nice carry there by Lozoya. Keeps the drive alive bright and early. A 10-yard gain to start it off is always a good deal, always a good sign. Let's see if they can keep it up. Another handoff to Lozoya. This time he's taken it to the left-hand side. He gets airborne and gets taken down after a nice little gain, maybe a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 here for the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies. A 3-yard gain to be exact, a 2nd and 7 that is. Now another handoff goes down the middle. It's going to be a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5. Not much on that last play, but enough to keep us going. A 3rd and 5 actually. 10:24 and counting. As he looks to pass, goes nowhere, gets swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. That's Olivares to his receiver, number 10, Jeremy Morales. And the punt unit comes on a 4th or a 3 and out for the Jaguars. Punt is away over the sky rockets as the fair catch is called for, and it's going to be marked down at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Jaguars are going to take over on offense. 9:29 left to play. They're up 19-0. It's been the quarterback Javier Medin leading the charge tonight for Economedes. Making a lot of things happen on the offensive side for them. MJ Barrientos, excuse me, my mistake. Handoff to Lozoya down the left-hand side. It has a hole. He takes it and he runs with it. Out of bounds he goes, stops the clock with 9:20 now. As they're going to keep the clock rolling. Per the official, it's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. Barrientos takes a snap, another handoff to Lozoya to the right-hand side, makes one man miss, 2 more as he gets swallowed up quickly. The linebackers, the defensive backs are able to gang up on him, and they take him down. 8:30 left to play, 8:38, 35 now to be exact. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Economedes Jaguars. Play coming in from the sideline. Barrientos takes the snap, a handoff down for Brandon Torres this time, the speedy running back. Not able to get to the sidelines enough as he gets swallowed up for a loss. Is going to bring up a 4th and 3, excuse me. As it's now under 8 minutes, 7:40 to be exact to play here for Economedes and the Huskies. Jaguars going to be punting it away. Back deep to receive is number 21, Luis Lozoya. And a timeout is going to get called by Juarez-Lincoln just before any of that happens, so we're going to take one as well. 7:18 on the clock. Huskies set to get the punt after this on Real Sports Live.
I really
love what I'm
do.
doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
South Padre Isle being one of our sponsors. If you're not doing anything this weekend, go check them out. Go have some fun there at the island. A lot of things to do. As it's Medin who punts it away. Gets a nice little rugby-style punt as it takes a couple of bounces down to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Huskies are going to take over their next drive. Taking it all the way down to 7:10 on the scoreboard. Here in quarter number 4. It's been all Jaguars all night long. As they need to find a way to do something on offense. Nothing has been going their way. We'll see if anything changes on this next drive. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can go wrong. A lot of things probably will go wrong, but only time will tell. A handoff down to Lozoya. That goes nowhere, maybe for 1 or 2. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for Juarez-Lincoln. .650 of the 2nd and 9. Juarez-Lincoln takes a snap, dropping back to pass. The screenplay for Olivares to Jaime Garcia falls incomplete as the clock stops with 6:34. Empty set for Olivares as he drops back to pass. Pressure coming from the left-hand side. He gets it away, and it goes intercepted. Going down the opposite way is number 27, Rolando Moreno. Already has a big play on defense earlier as he gets an interception there. Here's the replay. Olivares just threw it up for a prayer. As the pressure was coming, he got it away. But Moreno was there for it. That puts the Jaguars back on offense with 6:25. And if I'm them, I run the ball from here on out, trying to get out of here as quick as possible with the least amount of injuries as possible. Soak up the win. Right now it looks like they're going to be headed for their 2nd win of the season. as they go to 2-4. The Juarez-Lincoln Huskies drop to 0-5. A handoff as Barrientos keeps it for himself, trying to run for another one. He's going to get swallowed up quickly. That's number 2 on the tackle, Pedro Rodriguez. Second and 5. With 5:45 left to play. Handoff down the left-hand side. Looks like it's for Torres. He's trying to make something happen, but he doesn't. He's short of the first down. And here's some sounds of the game here from Richard R. Flores Stadium. That's the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies band jamming out. 3rd and 1. Handoff down the middle for Torres once again. Moving those legs as fast as they can go, and it's more than enough for a first down. And the Jaguars move the ball once again. It's going to be another 1st and 10 for the Jaguars as they cross over to Husky territory. Clock continues to roll with 4:50. So as we mentioned before, a slate of games that's going to be going on next week, or tomorrow, my bad, not next week. I'm already getting ahead of myself. It's going to be Raymondville at Port Isabel. As they get another handoff, Torres gets it to the right-hand side. Harlingen versus Harlingen South. That's going to be happening the Bird Bowl tomorrow. San Benito at Brownsville Hanna. Brentwood at Brownsville St. Joseph. That game is at 6 p.m. kickoff. Our own Kevin Nato is going to be there for that one. Ed Couch, Elsa at Mercedes. The district or the crosstown rivalry. Not really crosstown, just it's a rivalry game none the least. Edinburg versus Edinburg Vela. That is a crosstown rivalry. Down, only 2 things that separate these schools is their colors and the highway. So that's going to be a good one. That's happening here at 7:30 tomorrow. John Trevino has a call. It's going to be a great one. Donna North at Los Fresnos. Lyford at Corpus Christi, London. And PSJ at Mission. That game is set to be played at Hidalgo Stadium due to Mission's field conditions at Tom Landry Stadium. Unfit to play football there. I know y'all saw the reports in the beginning of the season. So they found an alternate place to play just because another game is going on at PSG High. So PSG at Mission, that's going to be there. And Taft at Odom, that game is going on there. Some volleyball action on Saturday. There's going to be McAllen Memorial at Pioneer High School. That's going to be at noon. All these games are going to be at noon except for one. I'm going to tell you which one in just a bit. That's going to be a good game. McAllen looks to be undefeated. They're first there in District 31 5A. As for, or McAllen Memorial, excuse me, Pioneers in 2nd place, not too far off. They have 1 loss. And we'll see if they can knock off McAllen Memorial, reclaim that #1 spot. We also have PSJ Memorial at Sherryland. That's going to be happening at noon. As well, Mission Eagles. The Lady Eagles are traveling to Edinburg North. They're going to be taking on the Lady Cougars at noon as well. Westaco East is going to be at Brownsville Pace. That game is happening at 1 p.m. That's the only 1 o'clock game. And then we have Rivera at San Perlita. That's happening at noon as well. And trying to reverse fields as well. We mentioned before going north and south, not east and west. We have a flag on the play, but here's the official on the call. There's the head official trying to get confirmation on what the call is and what it should, or what's happening here. And here's the official now.
There's 2 fouls on the play. Illegal formation. Money team. Decline. On the return. Personal foul. Face mask. Kicker team. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So there you heard it. 2 penalties on the play. Illegal formation by the Jaguars on the punt team. Coach Torres is going to decline that one. Or excuse me, Coach Garcia is going to decline that one. Coach Thomas Garcia, head coach for the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies. He's declining that one, but he is going to accept the 15-yarder personal foul. That was a face mask on the Jaguars towards the Huskies. So they're 15 yards up. Instead of being backed up at their own 3, they're going to be at their own 18-yard line with 1:59 left to play. 2 minutes left, and the handoff goes down the middle. That's number 24, Pedro Menchaca. As we near towards the end of the game, I guess it is safe to say that the Jaguars are going to win this one 19-0. As they advance to 2-4, the Huskies fall to 0-5. Not the ideal start for any football program that you'd want. And for first-year head coach, Coach Sean Vandermergel, he's having a shaky start as well. A tough district to play in. But here he is, 2 wins on the season in his first year, and it's only up from there. Dynasty is not built overnight. As they say, they didn't build Rome in 24 hours. And it's still standing tall. So here we are under a minute. Our player of the game, we're going to give it to quarterback number 17, MJ Barrientos. He had 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 on the air. So he led the Jaguars offense to victory tonight. Also taking the helm at quarterback. So we're going to have an interview with Barrientos and an interview with Coach Sean Vandermergel here coming up very soon. It's going to be posted to our social media sites. So if you don't have us on social media, hey, go give us a follow on Facebook, on YouTube, and Twitter. We are always announcing what games we're going to be at. We post our player of the games alongside with that as well. So you could find interviews with coaches. You could find interviews with players. And it's all going to be there shortly after tonight's game. It's going to be posted nonetheless. 5 seconds. The last play of the game goes for a handoff. That's number 29 taking it, Jaime Garcia. And the Economedes Jaguars take the victory here 19-0. A shutout, the goose egg on the scoreboard. All from Real Sports Live. I hope everyone has a safe trip home. God bless. From Brandon Guzman. Have a safe weekend. I'm Brandon Guzman on the call, Eduardo Guzman on the camera, and we're signing off here from Richard R. Flores Stadium. Thank you once again.